We are here at the Bloomfield Cricket Grounds. It's another beautiful day in Colombo for the MCA 10th Super Premier League T20 tournament. It's the last game of the league stage, and the atmosphere looks bright and sunny. The ground looks brilliant, the lush outfield, and everything is all nicely set up. It's a game between CDB versus David Pieris, the last league stage game of this tournament in 2025. And it's going to be an outstanding contest between these two teams. Star-studded side, CDB, has won one game and lost the first game to Maliban. Maliban already through. That's the points table so far in this tournament. The top three teams already qualified for the semi-finals, and today David Pieris, they have lost the first two games. They will have to win with a big margin to qualify for the semi-finals, but CDB just needs a win. They will be through. They're already with 3 points, but they will have to do something in this game, because David Piris will go all gun blazing to win this game, because it's a must-win game for David Piris with a huge margin. So let's head back to the center with Ricky Sims and the two skippers out there in the middle for the toss.
It's a toss time here at the Bloomfield Grounds. Yet another game in the MCA T20 Premier League. We have the two captains, Manjula Ganile for David Pieris. We have Sonal Dinusha for CDB, and our match referee, Mr. Upali Varnapura. Manjula will toss the coin. Heads is the call. Tails has come down. Manjula, you have won the toss. What have you decided to do?
We are going to batting first.
Any specific reason?
Yeah, the wicket is pretty dry, so we think we have batting first.
So far, the things haven't gone your way. This is the last match, but important game. Want to finish off with a win?
Yeah, it's a very crucial game, so we are doing our level best to win.
And what do you think will be a good score?
We'll expect it more than 150 runs.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sonal, if you had won the toss?
We were to bowl first.
So, final game, important game. How are you looking forward to it?
As a team, we'll try to do our best thing. So, if we do that, I think result will be better.
What do you think is a good score on this surface?
I think under 140, 150, it will. I think we can chase it. Yeah.
Good luck for today's game, Sonal.
Thank you.
So there you go. David Pieris have won the toss and decided to bat first.
There you go. David Pieris winning the toss in the last league stage game here at the Bloomfield Grounds, and they will have a bat first. So this is the 11 for both these teams. CDB, Sonal Dinusha, Avishka Fernando, Dunit Vellalage, Lahiru Madhushankar, Pawan Ratnayaka, Sivan Daniel, Tarindu Ratnayaka, Lahiru Udara, Lasit Tabe Ratna, Navidu Prabhash, and Isita Vijay Sundara. That looks a very star-studded side with David Pieris, Manjula Ganile, the skipper, Akile Elabodage, Asita Waninayaka, the youngster, Jivaka Shashin, Lakshan De Silva, Ravindu Sembakutti, Shehan Hasaranga, Tarinda Nirmal, Tarindu Amarasinghe, Nirmal Ratnayaka, and Udara Bandara. So the teams look very, very, very fascinating sides. Very young side for David Pieris, but CDB with their star-studded side. It's a must-win game for both these teams to stay alive in the MCA Super Premier League T20 tournament to qualify for the semi-finals. There you go. The umpire is walking, and David Pieris winning the toss, probably on this surface. Looks a dry surface, so probably 150, 160 will be an ideal score. There are a few shorter boundaries, also straighter boundaries are a little shorter. And they will have to work cut out here to post the score with the bowling attack of the star-studded CDB side. So CDB, with their 3 points, they just need a win. Doesn't have to worry about the margin, but definitely David Piris, they will have to have a huge margin. The calculations, we don't have that at the moment, but still, I rather think they will have to post a big score and restrict CDB to a very low score and get that margin definitely in this game to qualify. It won't be easy with the batting lineup, with all the top players in the ranking. They have a very good batting lineup. In the first game, CDB scored 200 plus runs, but they lost the first game to Melbourne Biscuit. So they need to impose a big score. And that's the bunch. They're huddling before walking into the grounds, the CDB side. It's going to be a fascinating contest because from ball number 1, they will have to work out hard here to get the runs on board. It's not going to be easy here. The surface looks good, batting friendly, but there could be some sort of spin coming in. On the surface, looks like a used wicket. That's the 2 openers walking in. Tarandu Amarasinghe, another very good batter, left-hander. And also a few of the players for David Piris, they're playing their home ground. Tarinda Nirmal, Asita Wanenayaka plays for Bloomfield. So Lahiru Madhusankar is going to open the bowling. He is known to this ground, his home ground, Bloomfield grounds. He knows the conditions here, knows how the ball is going to play, especially with the new ball. In the previous game, CDB restricted Fafas Insurance to 90 odd runs and chasing it down comprehensively. So that's why they have that net run rate higher. But still, they will have to do some work. Definitely, they need that win to go up in the ladder, in the table. They definitely can go up to the number 2 position. Melbourne Biscuits, they are number 1 at the moment with 7 points, unbeaten side so far. They've done a tremendous job. But CDB can move up to the number 2nd position with a win here. Especially it will be very crucial in the power play. I see that surface looks very, very dry. Probably it's going to be a spin-friendly surface. There's been some occasions that the ball is not coming on to the bat, especially at the MCA ground. So ball number 1 coming up, Lahiru Madhusankar. Played nicely over the bowler's head. First ball 4. Lovely way to open the innings for Tarandu Amarasinghe. With that boundary, it was a foolish delivery. Played uppishly right over the bowler's head. What a welcome to Lahiru Madhusankar in his home ground. And the surface looks brilliant. The first ball coming onto the bat nicely. Bright start for David Piris. That kept a little low outside the off stump. Definitely, this is going to be an outstanding, fascinating contest. Tarandu Amarasinghe, 39 games, 1,600 plus runs, high score been 134. Very good average for open, 40 plus average with 5 centuries. That took off. Was that pace off probably? Very, very experienced campaigner, Lahiru Madhusankar. 88 games, 119 wickets. 4 for 17 is best bowling. Very good average as well, 21.3. Brilliant all-rounder. Especially when it comes to this white ball cricket. Shot, punched hard, straight to the fielder. The moment that you bowl seam-up deliveries on this surface, the ball is coming onto the bat. But pace off, it's going to hold up definitely. The couple of balls earlier, it was hanging. There you see the delivery, bowling pace on. It's coming nicely onto the bat. Looks a brilliant outfield as well. Again, there I see pace off, missed the keeper. That's 4 byes, 4 extra runs conceded. That awkward bounce definitely troubling that wicket keeper. Lasit Abeyratne, there I see that awkward bounce. There's nobody behind it. Lahiru Madhusankar is not happy. So 8 runs been conceded in the first over so far. Again, pace off. Nicely nudged away to short third for another single. A very good start for David Pieris. First over done, 9 for no loss. So Isitha Videy Sundara will share the new ball with Lahiru Madhusankar. Another very good bowler. Recently played for Sri Lanka A team. 40 games, 46 wickets, 3 for 14 runs, best bowling. Very good economy as well. Another young bowler who has come up the ladder. He's been eyeing the national squad. He was touring with the A team. Promising cricketer, especially with the new ball. Very, very good ball. That's slight margins there. Wide outside the off stump. It looks a very, very bright day. Very humid, sunny day here in Colombo. Outstanding weather conditions for T20 cricket. Foolish delivery. Hitting the inner part of the bat. Just a single. Tarandu Amarasinghe trying to go over the bowler's head again. The ball coming in, jogging back. Well, interesting to see Shehan Hasaranga is going to open the innings. A dasher. A very good bowler. But he's supposed to be coming down the order. But today, he's going to open the battings. 20 games, 142 runs. Probably this is one of the tactics that David Piris have implemented today. They need some runs. So probably that's what Shehan Hasaranga has been asked to open the innings. That could be wide. O'Shea at the stumps. That could be suicidal. The poor delivery. Bowling into the pitch on the leg side. Interesting to see this replay. Well, Shah, the Sams probably he's home. But the non-strikers in, he was struggling definitely. Shahan Hasaranga. So 2 runs been added to the score now. 12 for no loss so far. Another pace off. There was some bounce in it. Bloomfield wicket supposed to be very good for batting, but today slightly holding up, playing in the side turf. Definitely this is going to be spin friendly. Nudged nicely off the back foot. Couple of runs to the score. Taridu Amarasinghe. He moves to 8. In fact, it's a very good start for David Pieris. On the surface, 160 plus. Definitely, it's going to be a very good score. Looking at the ball, the bounce, the invariable bounce, definitely there could be some sort of spin-friendly wicket. We haven't seen the spin yet. As he again took off, pace off. Definitely, that's troubling the wicket keeper. Look at this delivery. That bounce, holding up. Brilliant delivery. That off cutter from Mishita Vijay Sundara. Slight change in the field. Bringing that deep point fielder into the 30-yard circle and then pushing that mid-on fielder right down to the boundary. So 2 fielders on the leg side. Deep square leg, long on. Again, pays off probably. Very good over. Just 6 runs off it. 2 overs done. David Piris, 15 for no loss. So Lahiru Madhusanka will continue to bowl from the race course end. Punched nicely towards the gap, just a single. Especially on the surface, I have a strong feeling that the ball is holding up. If you bowl those pace-off deliveries, especially into the pitch, what David Pieris should be capitalizing on the power play. Not lose 2 wickets. Get the maximum out of it. Brilliant delivery. Completely deceiving the batter. That outswinger. Look at this ball. No feet movement at all. He's a very, very good experienced bowler, Lahiru Madhusanka. There you go. Some of the cricketers, youngsters, at the side nets on this Sunday, having a go, especially the youngsters. Another play and a miss. No feet movement at all. Well, Shehan Hasaranga is supposed to be coming down the order, but he's been asked to open the innings. There you see, no feet movement. That outswinger from Lahiru Madhusanka, troubling the batters. Yeah, that could be wide. Slower delivery. Pitching way outside the off stump. Yeah, another pace off is holding up on this surface. Well, Lahiru Madhusanka using his experience here. He knows this surface. His home ground. Again played straight to the fielder. No feet movement at all. The top edge. Easy dismissal. And Shehan Hasaranga, he was struggling to work that ball outside the off stump, especially with that outswinger. You see, no feet movement. Getting that outside edge. And easy catch to Tarindra Ratnayaka at the cover region. So Shehan Hasaranga departs for a duck, and David Piris 17 for 1. Another young cricketer, Jivaka Shashin, number 3 batter, plays for NCC. Very good, promising young cricketer. Started his career recently. 29 games, 900 plus runs, high score being 103. Very good strike rate. Nicely played. He's off the mark on the very first ball. But I think that David Pieris implementing that tactic to open Shehan Hasaranga didn't work. He bats down the order. He was asked to open the innings. There, see, no feet movement at all. Taking that outside edge, the top edge. An easy lob catch. That's Pawan Ratnayaka. Oh, got an inside edge, definitely. Pace off. Very, very good over from Lahiru Madhusanka. 3 overs done. David Pieris 18 for 1. Isita Vijay Sundara will continue to bowl from the Colombo University end. Bowled his first over, very good over, just 6 runs. Foolish delivery, driven nicely. Just a single. He has a slip fielder in place, special for Jivaka Shashin. Very new to the crease, but definitely pace off. He's going to work the cutout here. Definitely. Bowlers, especially the seamers. The ball, the moment that you bowl, those pace off deliveries is not coming on to the bat. It's holding up. These two bowlers, they're very, very good bowlers, very experienced bowlers. especially Lahiru Madhusankar. His familiar territory here at the Bloomfield grounds, his home ground. Knows how the surface is working. Kane flicked nicely straight to the fielder. That's the second wicket. Moving Subasinghe, the substitute, picks up an easy catch. He didn't move an inch. Down at the square leg boundary, the second wicket falling for David Pieris. Again pace off. Got the full face of it, but not the distance. Very good judge catch right down at the square leg boundary. So Tarindu Amarasinghe has to depart for 10. And David Pieris 19 for 2. So the new batter walking in, Asita Waninayaka. Another player from this familiar territory ground, Bloomfield, his home ground. 62 games, 2,000 plus runs, 111 high score. Brilliant delivery outside the off stump. Good take by the wicketkeeper as well. So look at the last wicket. Again that off cutter from Isita Vijayasundara. Not coming on to the bat. But he got some meat on it, but straight to the fielder. At the square leg boundary. The substitute fielder. Moving Subasinghe. Another young prospect. Very good all-rounder, Moving Subasinghe. Brilliantly bowled. This is turning out to be an outstanding contest, especially with the youngsters and the star-studded side using the experiences of the Vijayasundara. Bowling that seam-up delivery. He's a very good experienced campaigner. Slight change in the field. Now it's going to be the same field. Going to have a slip, a very fine third man and a gully and a deep point as well. Good ball. He's off the mark. Asita Waninayaka, very good young cricketer, off spinner, good all-rounder. He's performed very well in the under-23 tournament. And also winning the title for David Piris in the MCA Premier League, the B Division. He was awarded the player of the tournament. Good all-round cricketer with plenty of wickets and runs. Very good ball. Brilliant over. Just 2 runs from Mrs. Vijayasundara. 4 overs done. David Pieris 20 for 2. So spin being introduced for the first time. Dunit Wellalage, 102 matches, 166 wickets, 6 for 56. 4 5-wicket hauls. Look at that economy, 3.98. Full toss. Easy single. I like to see the surface when you bowl on, especially the spinners, how the wicket is going to behave. For me, from the balls that I have seen so far, the pace off ones took off and holding up on the surface. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was talking about. Easily lobbed to extra cover. That ball holding up on the surface. He was anticipating the ball to come on to the bat, but holding on and then going early to the shot. Look at this delivery. Well, you can't blame the batter. That's an easy lobbed catch. And Dunit Wellalage striking in his very second ball. Jivaka Shashin departs for 2. And David Pieris is now struggling. The 21 for 3. So Ravindu Sembakutti, the new batter walking in, number 5. He comes into the crease with a lot of expectations. Well, these two batters holds the key for David Piris. 2 left-handers out there in the middle. And Dunit Wellalage striking in his very second ball. Sembakutti, 2 games, 44 runs. He's a batter who has more stats than those. Comes from the southern part of the country. Look at this delivery, bowling into the pitch and going early to the shot. Trying to cut, the ball is not coming on to the bat. So far, very good over from Dunit Wellalage. Quicker one. This is experienced bowling. He knows it's the power play. 2 left-handers on strike. He can't toss the ball up. He's firing it in. Brilliant over. Brilliant start to his spell, Dunit Wellalage. Just 2 runs and picking up a wicket of Jivaka Shashin as well. 5 overs done. David Pieris, 22 for 3.
So Tarindra Ratnaik has been brought into to the attack. Change of a ball in the experience. Left arm, right arm. He's going to bowl some right arm off spin. Starting off with off spin. 2 left-handers in the center. 22 for 3. David Piris, group of companies. After deciding to bat first after winning the toss in this last game. the last of the round robin games, we may call it, or the league games in this Premier T20 tournament, the Mercantile Cricket Association. Must win game for both two. That's another one. Sembakutti trying to drive through the offside, but the wicket is playing a touch slow. Ball is stopping. Very difficult to play shots, as we saw in that last missile of Jivaka as well. He was looking to drive. That's his favorite area through the offside, but just a bit of turn, holding up in the surface, getting that outside edge. Simple catch for Siobhan Daniel. He's out for two. So Isita Vijay Sundar, in fact, was the catcher of Tarindu Ratnayaka. So another wicket down for David Pieris. So Tarindu Nirmal, he's been very good for David Piris in this tournament, has scored runs, has picked up wickets. He's been the star player. The other day almost got them home with a fantastic knock. Once again, they need him to come good, score some runs. They must look to bat the 20 overs, get a decent score. A loud appeal, not been given out. LBW was deep in his crease, coming round the wicket, angling it in. That would have been missing the stumps. Good decision, umpire Chamar. So he's a very experienced. That would have been heading down the leg side, no doubt about it. So 6 overs completed, 22 for 4. Dunit Vellalage operating. That's a run down towards third man. They'll get a couple of runs. Sitawani Naga, welcome runs for him. Every run will be applauded. So 24 for 4 at the moment. Vaninaik on 4. Tandur Nirmal still to open his account. Another single played down towards the backward point. Again played away on the offside. Deft touch. Dunit Vellal again to his second over, picked up a wicket in the very first ball. That's a full toss though, clipped away through the onside. But just a single. Every run now is going to be applauded because every run is valuable. Such a difficult surface to bet on. Five runs off the over. Did he get a bit of a bat on that one? Was that a drop chance? We'll have to take a look at that one again. Very close to the gloves. Yes, a bit of an outside edge, we may call it. So luck going Vaninaika's way. This time going through for a quick single. Good run in between the wickets. 7 overs done, 28 for 4. A quicker delivery, fired in. Knocked away on the onside. Pick up another single. So dealing in singles, boundaries aren't coming. It's such a difficult surface to bet on. Current run rate 3.95. Hasita Vaninaika and Tharinda Nirmana has to build up a big partnership here. Oh, that jump, that turned. A quicker one from Tharinda Ratnaika. That was a ripper of a delivery. Unplayable. Look at the way that went. Oh, this surface is just turning square at the moment. Oh, that went quickly, rushed through, hit him in front, no chance. This one was the quicker delivery. Kept a bit low, Vaninaika was on the back foot. But this was the one that didn't turn and hit him in front. That would have crashed into the stumps. No chance for Hasita Vaninaika. You cannot blame the batter. It's such a difficult surface to bat on. And Tharindu Ratnaika is a very experienced bowler. Vaninaika departs for 6. So Nirmal Ratnaik has walked into bat. That was that wicket to fall. He was deep in his crease. That just a zip through. Kept a bit low as well. Vaninayak was hesitant to come onto the front foot because the earlier delivery bounced and jumped. So decided to play back. That didn't turn, that just went through. Ratnayaka has got his man. So half of the side has been dismissed. Slip and a leg slip. So CDB attacking. This is definitely going to be a loose score in FR. Goes for the sweep. Eight overs done. Another wicket taken over, that one 30 for 5. So Sonal Dinush has taken the ball. He's going to roll his arm over. He will love a bowling on this kind of a surface. So they're using their spinners, mixing it up. Villalage has bowled 2. Quickish delivery to start off with. Runs are just not coming unless somebody just plays a couple of shots, which is not easy to do on this surface. Pick up a single. Every run is like gold at the moment. $31 for 5. They will be looking if to get to 75. That will be a fighting score. But knowing the batting powers that CDB have, doesn't look enough even on this kind of a surface. But you never know. Cricket is a funny game. Delivery no turn at all, just going across the batter. Sonal Dinusha not giving it any at all, not giving them the opportunity to get under it and hit it over the top. Just worked away on the onside, open spaces. A power pack side, CDB with some very big names. That lineup: Lahiru Dara, Avishka Fernando, Jonit Ballalage, Lahiru Madhushankar, Sonal Dinusha, Pawan Ratnayaka, Tarindi Ratnayaka. List goes on. That was a quick one. That hit the wicketkeeper on his arm. That just a zip through. You could see just kicked off the surface. Looking to run it down towards the third man. But extra bounce there, just bounced on him. Oh, going for the sweep. Missed it completely, sliding down the leg side. That's the end of the over. 32 for 5. So Ratnayaka will continue. 2 for 2 of his 2 overs so far. Just looking for the kill, trying to get the wickets. Goes for the big one. Has he got the distance? He has. That has gone a long way. That's a huge. That's onto the road. That's well struck by Tarinder Nirmal. Pitch the ball, he says. Taking his chances. Big swing across the line. And that went a long way. That's an important boundary. Very, very important runs. Just got that a bit of width he was looking for to free his arms. That was not expected. So far, Lahiri Madhushankar has bowled 2 overs. Isita Vijay Sundar has bowled 2. Dunit Wellalage 2. Each of them have picked up a wicket apiece, and exact figures 2 overs, 1 for 8. Ratnayaka into his 3rd over. He's picked up 2 for 8 so far. And Sonal Dinusha 1 over for 2 runs. They've lost the wickets at regular intervals. Tarindra Amrasinghe out for 10. Shiana Saranga without scoring. Chivika Shashen for 2. Wandi Nayaka for 6. And Sembakuti for 1. Worked away into the offside. Good hands there. You could see confidently played. So these runs are very, very valuable. They need to try and put up a partnership here. These two batters long as possible. Quicker delivery. That was fired in. Trying to go across the line, trying to play the sweep. Nirmal Ratnayaka, he can play the big shots, no doubt about it. 39 for 5 at the moment. At the almost halfway mark. Come in with his left arm spinners now. He was bowling the off spinners, now deciding to bowl the left arm orthodox. 10 overs completed, halfway mark, it's 40 for 5.
So Sonal Dinusha will continue from the racecourse end. A brilliant performance from CDB, showing their class, the experience, the star-studded side. Picking up that 5 wickets. David Piris were 29 for 5 at one stage. And now since the spinner's been introduced, look at that bite, look at that turn. Completely deceiving, tossed up delivery. Brilliantly bowled. Surface is definitely spin friendly. Trying to go for that switch hit. A little quicker delivery, but still though, there's some purchase on this surface, definitely holding up, not coming on to the bat. Outside edge, brilliant stuff. Very good over from Sunal Dinusha. 4 dot balls in the 11th over. He just conceded 2 runs in his very first over. Troubling the batters, Nirmal, trying to work those singles around. He has faced 13 deliveries for his 3 runs. Another dot ball. Mixing things up, Sunal Dinusha. The previous one was a quicker one. Changing the angles, using the pace. Good stuff. Maiden over. Brilliantly bowled. Sunal Dinusha has bowled 2 overs for just 2 runs. 11 overs done. David Pieris, 40 for 5. Navidu Prabhash, 18 games, 25 wickets, 5 for 35. The left arm Malinga lookalike has been introduced into the attack. In the previous game, he bowled a couple of overs, picking up 3 crucial wickets in first innings, almost getting that hat-trick the other day at MCA grounds. Bowls that off-cutter, especially the Yorker. A very, very good, promising cricketer. I see that Yorker straight up, gets the bat onto it. A welcome boundary. Trying to bowl those Yorkers. First ball got some meat on it. That edged, flying towards that gap. Especially with his pace coming in. It's going to be a little easy for the batters. But pace off will be very crucial on this surface. As Avishka Fernando and the coach of CDB, Muthumudulge Pushpa Kumar, very experienced player. Oh, that could be no ball. That could be very dangerous. That struck the glove of Tarinder Nirmal. He looks in trouble. Yeah, he's asking for some spray, the magic spray. That really, really is a dangerous delivery from Navindu Prabhash. Look at this. Whoa. That's nasty. Struck straight to the glove. He should be lucky it's not the right hand. He's an off-spin bowler, Tarinder Nirmal. That struck on his left hand. The ball really, really looks a nasty delivery. So free hit. Sunal Dinusha introducing the seamer despite bowling a couple of overs from the spin on the spin-friendly surface. So the free hit ball coming up. No change in the field. Slapped straight to the fielder. He survives with that single. And the free hit delivery now with the Prabhash. Not the ideal start. I'm sensing that Slow ball coming up to take away from the right-handed batter, Nirmal. The left arm cutter, especially on this surface. He might use those tactics. Is in his armory. Yeah, pace off. Rightly mentioned. So these two batters need those runs, especially on this surface. If you need to defend, need at least 110, 120. Doesn't look a very good surface for batting, spin friendly. Again, that pace off. Very good fielding at 45. Tharindra Ratnayaka saving a couple of runs. Diving effort. Slightly expensive start with that first ball boundary. Advancing, making some room. Slapped over the bowler's head just for a single though. He's bowling those off cutters. Mixing things up now with the Prabhash, especially on this surface. Can't give pace on. It'll come onto the bat, but at the moment that you bowl into the surface, pace off deliveries, troubling those batters. Holding up, and probably it's very much spin friendly. Again, slapped nicely. That's out of here. That's a 6. A very expensive over from Navidu Prabhash. Not the ideal start. With that 6 brings the 50 up for David Piris. Full toss, one-handed. Almost another no ball. Twelve overs done. David Piris 55 for 5. Sonal Dinusha bowled made no in the previous over. I think probably he missed the trick by introducing Seema in the previous over, conceding 15 runs. But on this spin-friendly surface, the ball is not coming on to the bat. They have plenty of spin options left. Well, the current run rate is below 5. Very good ball. Very foolish delivery. Not giving that room for a width. Nirmal, he has moved to 24 now. The only batter who's among the runs for David Piris. His home ground, very familiar territory, Nirmal. Sweeps. Just another single, so 3 singles in the first 3 deliveries into this 13th over. Sonal Dinusha trying to fire things up, bowling a little quicker. Again, foolish delivery. This is good bowling. is very much aware. Nirmal loves to go towards that mid-wicket region. Bowling very full. Very good ball. Sliding through, no turn at all. So Nirmal has struggled. He has faced 20 balls for his 7 runs. His partner has faced 20 balls. He has got 25 runs. Again, going for a big slog sweep. Very good over. Just 4 runs off it. 13 done. David Piris, 59 for 5. So Ratnayaka will continue from the Colombo University end. He captured 2 wickets. He's into his last over. Another quickish delivery. So probably Sunal Dinusha planning to bowl the spinners in the remaining overs, but Ratnayaka bowling his last over. Dunitvelalage has a couple of overs. Sunal Dinusha has 1, so he will have to operate few overs from the seamers, especially the death overs. Shot straight to the fielder. Again holding up, not coming on to the bat. Inside edge. This is good bowling. Ratnayaka not giving much room for the batter. Look at the delivery, pitched in line. Almost got the LBW. He survived because of that inside edge. Definitely Nirmal Ratnayaka, he is struggling. He has faced 24 deliveries for his 7 runs. Brilliantly bowled. Look at that delivery. You can't ask the batters to score runs on the surface like this. Look at this. Pitch outside the leg stump and nearly lobbing that for a catch. Brilliantly bowled. What a spell from Ratnayaka. 4 overs, 2 for 11. And now David Pieris 60 for 5 after 14 overs. So Sunal Dinusha, 3 overs, just 6 runs. He will bowl his last over. Not among the wickets, but look at the economy rate. Just 2 runs and over. Bowled a maiden over as well. So last 6 overs. Another 50 runs. Get to 110. Very well bowled. Nirmal trying to make some room. Walking towards the leg side. Probably he's trying to target that extra cover region to go over. Dunitvelalage. Slapped nicely. Just a single though. So the spinners have done a very, very good job for CDB. Containing the runs, not offering much, especially no boundaries given. A wrap on the pads. Loud appeal, probably sliding down. As he pitched in line. Oh, that looks very, very close. Well, there you go. Given out. Probably I would rather think that the previous one was very closer than this. And he was really struggling. Nirmal. Finally, Sonal Dinusha gets his man. The 6th wicket falling for David Piris. Was really struggling to work those singles around Nirmal. He departs for 7. David Piris, 61 for 6. Yeah, look at the last wicket. Can see the leg stump, probably clipping. Sonal Dinusha was bleeding for it. So Manjula Gandile, the skipper, walks into the crease. Loves to go for those lusty blows, especially towards those mid-wicket area. His slog sweep, his favorite shot. A very good ball. Sonal Dinusha. He has just conceded 7 runs. Picking up a wicket. What a brilliant spell, especially in this format. And the surface is also helping him. Driven nicely, he's off the mark. What a spell. Sonal Dinusha, 4 overs, just 8 runs conceded and picking up a wicket. 15 done. David Piris, 62 for 6.
So 1 wicket apiece for Lahinu Madhushanka, Isita Videshundara and Dunit Vellalage. Also Sonal Dinusha has picked up 2 for 11 of overs to Tharindu Ratnayaka. 5 overs remaining in this innings. So plenty of options for CDB to play around with their bowling. Everybody has done a very good job except for Navindu Prabhasha's 1 over that went for 15. So Lahinu Madhushanka will bowl the 16th over. Skipper Ganile is on strike. Oh, very well bowled. Beats everything. This surface has been a difficult one to pat on up and down. You may call it inconsistent bounce. It could jump off a good length, keep low, as well as we have seen a couple of LBW decisions. Not an easy surface. They'll be looking to capitalize in this last 5. Try to get probably another 20 runs. Get to 85-90 will be a decent score. Certainly, the modern day cricket, you feel that is not going to be enough, especially with the power batting that CDB has. But on this surface, you cannot blame the batters. It's been quite difficult. Manjula Ganile, he'll have to hang around there. Tharindu Nirmal, as always, he's been the standout player for David Piris, 27 or 23. On the pads, worked away on the onside. Oh, slight misfield. will come back for 2. That is that a boundary. Overran the ball. They came back for 3 at the end. I think that was Pavan Ratnayake on the boundary. Looking at the batter. He was not watching the ball. As we take a look at that one, just took his eyes off the ball for a moment. It almost went down to the boundary. Manages to keep it in play. But 3 important runs. Width outside the off stump. That's beautifully played. The width outside the off stump was that mattered. And Tarinder Nirmal capitalizing. No protection on the boundary. This is the welcome runs. These are all important runs. Every run here just adds on to the pressure for CDB when they come out to bat. Not good bowling by the experienced Lairu Madhushanka. But that was very well played. Played it late, didn't try to go at it hard. And picked up 4 runs. Once again playing it late. He'll come back for 2. A bit of a hesitation. Decides against it. But 8 runs off the over. This is important. Takes them to 70. They'll be looking to get to 90 runs to put some pressure. Final delivery coming up. Out, caught. Just looking to drive through the offside. Once again playing too early, ball not coming onto the bat. A slower delivery from Lairu Madhushanka, just rolling his fingers over. And an easy catch at the end to the fielder. So another wicket down. You could see just hitting the surface, letting the surface do the rest. You cannot play that side of a shots, that type of a shots on this kind of a wicket. It's been the most difficult. 16 done, 70 for 7 as Manjula Ganile departs for 4. Goes for the big one. Close call. Umpire Pulvevage says not out. Did that pitch outside the leg stump. Interesting shout, that one. Oh, I think that was probably the doubt. Probably pitching outside the leg stump was what the umpire thought. But Tarinder Nirmal, he's looking to go for some big ones now. Trying to target Dunit Vellalage. This was the last wicket to fall. Just outside the off stump. Looking to drive on the up. You cannot play that shot on this kind of a surface. That's why Tarinder Nirmal has done really well. He's played late. He's waited for the ball and just used the pace of the bowlers. He's not trying to hit down the ground and use his power. That's much better. Into the gap is it, but does well. The fielder, Lairu Madhushanka, onto that quickly. But every run counts here. A single will certainly help. give the strike bat to Nirmal. Goes for the big one, but doesn't get hold of it. Just a single. He will be looking to find the boundary now. Get the fours. That was a quicker delivery. The arm ball from T20. Just wearing his pace. Once again, watchfully played. $17 done, 73 for 7. So Lahru Madhushankar will bowl his final over. 3 overs, 2 for 16. He's going to finish it up here, the 18th. Interesting to see who's going to bowl the 20th over. Well, Lalage will probably bowl the 19th. So probably Sonal Dinusha will have to finish off. Or maybe they'll go to Isita Vijay Sundara. Gets the width outside the off stump again, but enough protection there. Run rate has jumped up to 4.81. It was below that 4-run mark regularly. So something on the board now for David Pieris. Won the toss, elected to bat. The right decision, we may say, on this kind of a surface. One more. So that's a good batting by Udara. Just giving Tarinder Nirmal the strike much as possible. Just some help for the batter. Lace coming out, shoelace. It's very hot, it's very humid out there. Not easy conditions, very humid. Goes for the big one, that's huge. That's out of here. Finds the roof above those trees. Umpire Chamara says that's 6. That was in the slot for Tarinder Nirmal. Picked up the length early and he got the elevation he was looking for. Fantastic batting. It's been a very good innings. 41 of 30 on this kind of a surface is a very good innings so far. It's not easy for batting, but he's executed his shots really well, Tarinder Nirmal. Slices it away. Third man in the circle, 4 more. So these are important runs for David Piris. Lahru Madhushankar won't be happy this time, trying to bowl away from the batter's reach, but he did well to get some bat off it, bat on that one. Didn't expect it to go down to third man, but that's how it goes. Runs, doesn't matter how it comes, as long as it comes. So 12 off the over, 2 deliveries to go. Pace on the ball, and that has helped certainly David Pieris batting. So he's changing his field around, getting that third man wide, Lahru Madhushankar. Once again, targets that wide crease. This time just a single. Moves up to 40 6. This has been a very good knock with 2 overs to go. They need him right till the end. Tarandu Tarinda Nirmana. The final ball of his spell. Goes big. Has he got the distance? It's in the air. That's well played. The fielder was up. Well executed shot by Udara. Important boundary. That was a very expensive over. Beautiful he played. He knew exactly where the field was and got it over his head for 4 runs. Important boundary to end the over. 18 done, 90 for 7. So Vellalage bowling his final over. Darts that one into the leg stump. Coming back for 2. Good run in. Moves up to 48. Oh, he's got it straight to the field. Full toss outside the off stump. Looking to work it through the offside, but unfortunately didn't find the gap. And straight to that field. A very good catch. Vellalage picks up the wicket. Sliced it once again. It was in the air. And has to depart after a very good innings of 48. Just 34 balls to Tarinda Nirmana. Very well played. They would have needed him for this final 2 overs. But he's done a splendid job. Splendid innings on a very difficult surface against a good bowling attack. That's a very good knock of 48. So 92 for 7. Come and go. Wicket down. The 9th wicket falls. Vellalage picking up a 2 in 2. So Lakshan De Silva has to go. Just looking to work it away on the onside. Fired it in. Quicker delivery. There was a nothing shot. He should have just played it through the offside. But looking to work it into the gap. And this is unfortunate for David Pieris. They would have been looking to try and bat the 20 overs. They just got 92. Could have got to that 100-run mark. That wicket of Tarinda Nirmana was a huge breakthrough for CDB. So Akil Elabadage is the last man in. Vellalage is on a hat-trick. So another left-hander in, just a change in the field. Backward point goes on to the boundary. Extra cover comes in. Gets a big inside edge. Looking to drive through the offside. Every run is important. So what is Udara Bandar going to do here now? He's on 6. Played a very good shot in that last ball of the last over. That was that important wicket of Nirmal caught by Daniel. Just sliced it into the gap. That would have been another boundary. And soon after that, in the very next ball, Lakshan De Silva clean bowled. Gets an inside edge. Pick up a single, he'll keep the strike. 19 done, 94 for 9. So he's going to bowl the final over. Is it going to be Sita Vijay Sundara? Yes, it is. 2 overs, 1 for 8. Right in the block hole. Any bet on that is going to fly away through that offside? I think that's what David Piris would want to. Once again, a change in the field. So third man drops back, rightly so, because he's going to bowl full. And that's a slow one. Played way too early. So he's got his extra cover in. The third man has gone deep. Straight back to the bowler. So 3 dot balls. These are all important at the moment. David Pieris looking to bat the 20 overs. Unfortunately, they lost Nirmal. If he was here, probably they would have got maybe more than 100 runs. That's in the other. Sliced away. Who's going to get under that one? Takes the catch. So they've been bowled out. For 94 in 19.4 overs. Went for the big one. The intention was clear, but another slow delivery by Isita Vijay Sundara. Totally deceived. And well held at the end. So 94 all out, 95 will be the target. And now in the Prabhash was the catcher. They managed to get there. They were probably thought another maybe 10 to 15 runs would have helped. But unfortunately lost wickets at regular intervals, and that hasn't helped at all. CDB with a strong batting lineup will feel that they can get these runs. Sunal Dinusha, Pawan Ratnaik, Lahiru Dar, Siobhan Daniel, the list goes on. And they certainly will be on top, not forgetting Avishka Fernando. 4.78 the run rate. There you go, never got going. Right at the top, Amar Singh with 10. Then Shayan Hasaranga, Jivaka Sasen, Asita Wandinaik, Sembakuti all fell. Nirmal Ratnaik hung in there for 28 deliveries. Manjula Gandhi just 4, but it was all Tharindu Nirmal. 48 of 34. It was a splendid innings. He's the one that got them ultimately to 94 in 19.4 overs. The wickets were shared. All the bowlers picking up wickets. Dunit Vellalage 3 for 15 at the end. 2 for 11 to Tharindu Ratnayaka. 2 for 8 for Isita Vijay Sundara. Lairu Madhushankar picked up 2 wickets. He went for 33. He was the most, we could call it one of the expensive bowlers. Now in the Prabhash, just the 1 over. He's went for 15. Sonal Dinusha also bowled 4 overs, 1 for 8. So they were all brilliant today on a surface that has helped the bowlers, no doubt about it. The spinners licking their lips, and even the bowlers from David Pieris will feel that they have something in this surface to play for. Winning the toss, coming out to bat, David Piris, right at the top. There was a good boundary to Tharindu Amarasinghe to start off with, but then they started to lose wickets at regular intervals. That one was caught on the boundary. That was a big wicket. This was Jivaka Sachin of Vellalage playing too early. Then we had the big one of Semba Kuttige. That was the LBW of Asita Waninaika. But Nirmal, he played some very good shots. He's the one that really gave some impetus into this innings, both against spin and the fast bowlers. He took them on. That was Ravindra Ratnayaka given out LBW to Sonal Dinusha. And Nirmal continued on his way while wickets fell at the other end. That was Ganile was out-thought, we may say, from Lairu Madhushankar. But that was expensive over. It was hit for 6 and then for a boundary as well. Lairu Madhushankar. Even Udhara got a boundary over the top. But this was a crucial breakthrough that was Nirmana. Then the very next ball, Lakshan De Silva clean bowled. And the last wicket to fall of Udhara of Isita Vijay Sundara. They were bowled out for 94. So that will be the innings break, we may call it, a short break, and we will be back with the CDB run chase.
The run chase of CDB after winning the toss. David Piris batted first. They were bundled out for 94 runs with Nirmal with the top score of 48 runs with 3 sixes and 3 boundaries, bringing some respectability to the total of David Pieris' innings. Apart from him, everyone struggled. Look at the bowling card. Dulit Lalage, 3 wickets for 15 runs in his 4 overs. And Tarindu Ratnayaka, 2 for 11 in his 4 overs. Look at Sonal Dinusha. He has picked up only 1 wicket, but conceding only 2 runs per over. Spinners have done a tremendous job. But top of the list, Lairu Madhushankar and Ishita Vijayasundar also picking up 2 wickets apiece. What an outstanding bowling performance by CDB. They need 95 runs on this spin-friendly, slow pitch here at the Bloomfield grounds. There's plenty of balls remaining, 20 overs. They need to adjust themselves on a surface like this. So Lahiru Udara and Siobhan Daniel will open the innings for CDB. Very, very aggressive 2 batters. So Manjula Ganile, the skipper of David Piris, will open the bowling. Very good stop. Brilliant stuff. Asita Vandinayaka had extra cover, certainly saving a couple of runs there. Lairudara, he's off the mark. Lairudara didn't play the previous game, so probably for Nuanidi Fernando coming into the side today. Well. Siobhan Daniel was really surprised. Bowling into the pitch, Manjula Ganile, but that call a wide. But the bounce completely surprised Siobhan Daniel. That awkward bounce. Manjula Ganile, no pace at all, pace off. Look at this bounce. Striking the thumb of Siobhan Daniel. It's not an easy wicket to bat on. The ball is not coming on to the bat. Holding up, and the spinners of CDB, they captured 6 wickets. The spinners of CDB, the left armers, 12 overs, 6 wickets, conceding only 34 runs in their 12 overs. Pace off delivery again. Again bowling into the pitch, slow delivery. Lairudara loves the ball coming on to the bat. He's a very good, innovative batter. But the run chase is not going to be easy with the spinners coming into the game early. Probably from the other end. Slapped nicely, straight to the fielder. Bowled into the pitch, short delivery. Lyro Udara going for a big pull shot. Played uppishly straight to short mid-wicket. I see that bat turning. Ball not coming, going early to the shot. So Manjula Gandile striking in his very first over. Lyro Udara departs for 1. And CDB 3 for 1. So spin being introduced by the skipper of David Piris, throwing the Nirmal into the attack. The right arm off spinner in his familiar territory, in his home ground. So Siobhan Daniel, the left-hander, 106 games, 3,400 plus runs. With 600 and 164, his highest score. This could be an interesting battle. The off spinner bowling into the left hand at Siobhan Daniel. My Jesus. Look at that delivery. Well, I'm really surprised. Didn't see these kind of deliveries in the first inning. Look at this ball. That spun and the keeper missed by the keeper as well. That took off the keeper himself. Going for a quick single. Oh. Well, I'll tell you, direct hit would be really interesting there. Lasita Beratna trying to go for that single. And shy at the stumps. He was definitely struggling. Yes, he would have been gone. Big diving effort to get back into the crease. This run chase is going to be really interesting, I'll tell you that. Quicker delivery. Cut away nicely into the gap. Couple of runs for Siobhan Daniel. The moment that the spinners bowl into the pitch with those quicker deliveries, that will come on to the bat. But you give it a bit air. This is the last wicket. Into the pitch again. Bat turning, slapped hard, but straight to the fielder. Akila Elabodage at short mid-wicket. Comfortable catch. Again, that ball lobbing. The forward defense is going to be the most unsuccessful stroke here. Driven nicely into the gap. So left-handers, the off-spinner bowling. Well, I think they need to introduce the spinners early as possible. Get a couple of wickets, build that pressure in. Lasita Beratna, 59 games, 1,300 plus runs with highest score 106. With 1 century and 6 half centuries into his game. And then mid-20s his batting average. Very good over from Nirmal. Just 3 runs coming off it. 2 overs done. CDB 6 for 1. So Manjula Ganile will continue to bowl from the racecourse end. 44 games, 50 wickets. Siobhan Daniel advancing. That's the first maximum. That's the correct way to treat the bowler on this surface. Down the track, ball is not coming onto the bat. Played nicely and handsomely towards that mid-wicket boundary. Kane trying to advance. That's the second wicket falling. Again pace off. Manjula Gandile gets his man. Hitting the toe end of the bat. Again coming down the track, Siobhan Daniel hitting the toe end. I see an easy catch for the mid-off fielder. Well, I'll tell you, we got a game in our hands. Siobhan Daniel departs for 10. CDB 12 for 2. So Avishka Fernando walks into the crease. They need a partnership. 2 right-handers out there in the middle. ...139 games, 4,000 plus runs, 5 centuries. Look at the strike rate. Very good average as well, 133. Is a higher score. We need to bring his experience into this run chase. 83 more runs needed. They've got a very good batting lineup though. They can't afford to lose wickets in the power play. Already the openers are back into the hut. Again pace off. That bounce surprised Avishka Fernando. Look at this delivery. That awkward bounce, almost hitting the gloves of the batter. Well, those runs will be very, very valuable for CDB. They kept a little low. The keeper standing very close to the stumps. And Avishka Fernando didn't get anything off the bat. Byes given by the umpire. Very valuable 4 runs for CDB. This is the last wicket of Siobhan Daniel, hitting the toe end of the bat. He made some room. And then Manjula Ganile bowling a little wide outside the off stump. Yeah, there you see, he saw the batter coming down the track, bowled wider, hitting the toe end. Shimon Daniel trying to go over extra cover. A wicket taking over for Manjula Ganilage. 3 done. CDB 16 for 2. So 2 right-handers out there in the middle. So left arm spin being introduced to the attack from the skipper Manjula Ganilage. Lakshan De Silva, 45 games, 79 wickets, 5 of 15 runs. His best bowling. Slightly quicker delivery, flatter one. The moment that you give some air, definitely this surface is going to grip and turn. Well, that beat 3 players in fact and gets a boundary. Batter, keeper and the slip fielder. So these boundaries, the extras are very valuable at this time frame for CDB. Look at this. Beat the batter, keeper and the slip fielder as well. What a funny moment that was. Cut away straight to the fielder. Lakshan De Silva holding it back a little bit. Kane trying to go for that innovative shot, the paddle into that vacant area. There's no protection at 45. Lasita Beratna. And now they've taken off the slip. Inside edge, quicker one. So they've moved that slip fielder towards that short fine region because Lasita Beratna trying to go for that ramp. So very good over so far. So 4 extra runs, buys. But it's a maiden from Lakshan De Silva. 4 was done. CDB 20 for 2. So Akila Elebodage into the attack, 33 games, 32 wickets. Very good average and economy. Another bowler who loves to bowl pace off. Well, these two batters have faced 12 deliveries, but yet to get off the mark. Play and a miss outside the off stump. Another dot ball. Well, Avishka Fernando definitely struggling to time on this spin-friendly slow surface here at Bloomfield. Again played up Ishley. Holds on to the man. Another wicket falling. Going for big shots. Bowling into the surface. There you go. Another batter going to go for big shots, falling off into the hands of the fielder. And Avishka Fernando departs for a duck. CDB 20 for 3. So Pawan Ratnayaka walks into the crease. Well, he will have to adjust himself on this surface, especially when the ball is not coming on. Pawan Ratnayaka, 97 games, 4,700 plus runs. Kane missing that outside edge. Ball is not coming on to the bat. Well, certainly David Pieris fighting for 94 runs on this surface. Look at that ball, keeping a little low, missing that outside edge. Again, that roll arm, taking the pace off. Well, he's off the mark. Going for the second run, misfield. Well, that is very poor. That is very poor bit of fielding, not backing the bowler. And that was pitched outside the off stump, punched nicely into the gap. Well, look at this effort. Chiana Hasaranga at the sweeper cover boundary. So they need to make sure to occupy the crease and build a partnership. 5 overs done. CDB 25 for 3.
So 25 for 3, 5 overs completed. Pawan Ratnayaka and Lasitabe Ratna, that was the final wicket. Avishka Fernando, bottom part of the bat, looking to go over mid-off. The ball just stopping on that surface. Not an easy track to bat at all. It has been very difficult for the batters today. That's why that innings of Nirmal was exceptional. So Lakshan De Silva has been given the ball. He's operating at the moment. Given a no ball, I think one field extra outside the circle. Umpire Chamra says a call in no ball. So that's going to be a free hit. This is an opportunity for Lasita Ratna to try to get off the mark. Trying to get his field right here. Taking their time. Oh, gets an outside edge, but it's still a free hit. So they get a single. That was a quicker delivery by Lakshan De Silva. The wicketkeeper, now the regular wicketkeeper, stand-in wicketkeeper, regular wicketkeeper, Krishan Sanjula, not available due to illness. So Pawan Ratnayaka works it away on the onside. He's a very good player. And this is the type of surface he'll be looking to bet on. And he's that type of a batter who loves to graft his innings, pick up the ones and twos. So he'll be looking to stabilize this innings here. It's not a big score they're chasing, just 65 runs needed. Top edge. And that's down to the boundary for 4. Very lucky runs, but doesn't matter how it comes as long as it comes on this side of a surface. Win for the pull. Ball skidded on. A bit of extra bounce. And that was important, the boundary. So score has moved up to 34 for the loss of 3 wickets. Pushed away on the offside. Good wrist work, just rotating the strike, picking up the singles. Using his feet well, takes it on the full, into the gap. Beautiful footwork by Pawan Ratnayaka. So expensive first over from Lakshan Silva. He's conceded 15 runs of that one. Just using his feet, not letting it grip and turn. And once you beat that inner circle, that's 4 runs all the way. Quick lightning outfield here. So 40 for 3 after 6 overs. Akil able to get picking up a wicket in his first over. Going to bowl his second over now. Played away through the offside. Just a single. Again, played through the offside with an offer. So Pavan Ratnayake looking good. He's moved up to 18 of just 9 deliveries. Going at over run a ball. That has not happened today so far. Good pull shot. Just a single though. Pavan Ratnayake on to 18. Lasita Beratna on 4. 52 runs needed of 81 deliveries, but another wicket or two. This change will change, no doubt about it. They can break this partnership quickly. Again, a width outside the off stump. Will he come back for 2? Taking on the arm comfortably through. Width outside the off stump. Hits it hard into the ground. So far 5 runs off the over. That's a good one. You'll take that any day. The current run rate is good. They're going at a good rate, though they've lost the 3 wickets. Slow delivery in there. Beautifully bowled. And he drops it. I think he lost it in the sun. Completely lost it. You feel for the bowler, but that should have been taken. He completely lost it and it hit his face, isn't it? That's the luck. Beautifully bowled. Super slow delivery. Outfoxed Pavan Ratnayake. Oh, completely lost that one in the sun. He was nowhere near it at the end. 7 overs done, 45 for 3. So Nirmal Ratnayake has been given the ball to bowl his left arm spinners. Full toss. You cannot bowl full tosses. You have to use the surface. Another single to the total. Just ones is all they need CDB at the moment to get to this target. Ones and twos will help. What they cannot afford is to lose a couple of wickets here, because 2 wickets now and the game will completely change. Oh, quicker one, fired in. Did well to get behind that one, Pavan Ratnayaka. He's looking to score runs quickly. He knows batting on this surface is not going to be easy. Try to finish the job quickly as possible. This is more runs. That's very well played. So Pavan Ratnayaka, he's finding the boundary. Quicker delivery, using the sweep effectively, just using the pace, paddling it fine. And that was 4 runs all the way. So 50 on the board, 51 for 3, 44 runs are required. You just feel with the experience and depth that CDB has, they will get this score. But cricket is rather unpredictable. Another couple of wickets break this partnership, get rid of Pavan Ratnayaka, and things will start to change. So 1 more to the total. Working it away on the onside, a couple of runs to the total. Two more to the total. 8 overs done, 54 for 3. So suddenly now the runs have started to come. There was the opportunity of the drop chance, which was not taken in the last over. That would be very, very costly for David Pieris. Pushed away on the offside. No chance of a run. 54 for 3. Goes for the cut. Outside the off stump. Doesn't get any bat on it. Sakila Elabodage. Just keeping it very simple. Another slow delivery. Is mixing it up well. He's outthought Pavan Ratnayaka on a couple of occasions. Should have got his wicket. That was the key moment, I feel. But you never know. You're never in on this side of a surface. Anytime you could get one that jumps up on you. And there will be an opening for a wicket. Looking to nudge it away on the offside, straight to that fielder at backward point. Running away on the onside. One more. So this partnership is been good for CDB so far. Pawan Ratnayaka, the aggressor, Lasit Taberatna is nudging it around, picking up the singles. Another slow delivery, keeps a bit low. 9 overs done, 56 for 3. So Asit, the one in Naika has been given the ball now. To bowl his off spinners. First one left alone by Lasita Beratna. Spinners have been very effective on this surface so far. Floats it up. Does well to pick up a single. Oh, bowled him. There you go. Good bowling change. One Ninaka brought into the attack. Just 1 over from Nirmal Ratnayaka, and he's got the breakthrough. A quicker delivery. Pawan Ratnayaka looking to cut that. But ball just wasn't there. Bottom edge onto the stumps. As I mentioned earlier, never settle down this type of a surface. You're never in. So try to get the runs as quickly as possible. But a well-made 26 of just 20 deliveries. He has to depart. So Tarindu Ratnayak has come in and promoted up the order. Ahead of Lairu Madhushankar Dunit Vellalage. And there you go. Goes for the reverse whip straight away. Makes contact and finds the boundary. First ball. Looking to play that reverse sweep. And does well. He's going to take his chances. He's not going to hang around there, trying to finish it off quickly as possible. They were not expecting that one. Takes the total of 61 for 4 now. That's a powerfully struck blow. That was well hit. 4 more. It was better than the first one. Sweet part of the bat. Perfectly executed. Going out there with a plan, trying to disrupt the bowler's line and length. And he's been effective. 2 balls, 8 runs in a low scoring game. This is golden. Pressure on the bowler. Vani Nayak had picked up a wicket, but suddenly now he's gone for 2 boundaries. So the pressure back on the bowler on the field inside. End of the 10th over. 65 for 4. 30 runs are required.
So Akila Elaborage will continue from the racecourse end. Bowl his last over, conceding 12 runs, picking up a wicket in his first 3 overs. Very economical on this surface. With just 29 more runs needed. Counterattack up the order. Getting those 2 switch hit boundaries were very crucial. Interesting to see what sort of implementation he's going to do with Akila Elaborage. Counterattack loves to swing. The change in the field. There's a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a sweeper cover right at the boundaries. Very good ball, wide Yorker. A big swing and a miss. Outside the off stump. Counterattack going for a big heave towards the long on side. Slapped hard, nicely dropped. It was on the arc. Played uppishly. Very good effort, mind you. Manjula Ganile, the skipper of David Piris, standing there at short extra cover. Almost getting the 5th wicket. It's a very good spell from Akila Elaborage into his last ball. He's just conceding only 14 runs. Kept it really tight with his pace-off deliveries. Pulled nicely into the gap. I was complimenting him in his spell, but the last ball going for a boundary. It was short, nicely pulled it away towards the square leg region, into that gap. Brilliant stuff from Lasith Aberatna. 11 done, CDB 71 for 4. So Asita Waninaika will continue. Picked up a wicket, but 2 boundaries were conceded in the previous over. Counterattack going for those 2 switch hits. Out. Soft dismissal. An easy catch at short extra cover. Trying to make some room there. Counterattack trying to go over extra cover. Didn't get that elevation. It's a foolish delivery. Straight to Manjula Ganile. 5th wicket falling. Counterattack departs for 9. CDB 71 for 5. So the skipper walks into the crease, Sunal Dinusha. There's plenty of more batting to come, though they have lost 5 wickets. Laru Madhusanka, Dunitwilla Alage, this is the Vijay Sundara, they all can bat. But this man, Sunal Dinusha, 43 games, 1,600 plus runs, highest score being 106 with 2 centuries. But look at that average, 60 plus. Interesting to see there's no slip being placed. Build that pressure. That took off something. Wait and see with the umpire. Given runs. That's what I was telling. There's no slip. That went through that slip field. But Asita Waninaika going without the slip for the new batter. They need wickets. They can't stop the runs unless they picked up wickets. Lasita Beratna doing a very handy hand here. With his 15 runs occupying the crease. Especially that partnership for the 4th wicket alongside Pawan Ratnayak at the 30-odd run partnership. It was very crucial when they were struggling at 21 for 3. Tossed up delivery into the gap, played nicely. Just a single though. Very good fielding at sweeper cover boundary, Tarinda Nirmal. Keeping it just for 1 run. Still there's no slip in place for the new batter, left-hander, that ball taking away the off-spinner. Very good shot. He's very capable of playing those kind of shots. Sunal Dinusha. So Asita Waninaika picking up 2 wickets now. That awkward bounce. Kept very low outside the off stump. Very good over. Just 3 runs coming off it and a wicket. 12 done. CDB 74 for 5. So Manjula Ganile into the attack. He picked up 2 wickets. The 2 openers. Especially with the new ball inside the power play. Now he's back into the attack. They need to pick up wickets. Plenty of balls remaining, just 21 runs needed. But for David Pieris, if they need to win this game, they need to grab those wickets. They need to build that pressure, bring an extra man inside the circle. Poor delivery. That took off the keeper as well. That awkward bounce right in front of him. So 3 runs to the score. Just 18 more needed. Very, very poor delivery to start up his second spell. Again towards the leg side. Doing it very calm and cool. Sonal Dinusha with singles. Just 17 runs more needed. 5 wickets in hand, probably. These 2 batters can do the finishing touches for CDB. There's plenty of time remaining. Left with 47 balls. Yeah, they're dealing with singles. That's the way to do it. Especially on this surface. If you try to innovate big shots, that's the top order failing so much here right now because they went for big shots. That kept very, very low. Well dealt with. That low delivery from Sonal Dinusha. Like I mentioned, they need to bring in the field. Stop those singles. From the looks of it, well, with batting to come, CDB looks like their game on. Very good ball. With CDB, if they manage to win this game, they will move up the ladder in the points table with 6 points. They'll be second. Well, that deviation definitely took off from the surface. Well, I haven't seen an under-prepared wicket like this for a very long time. Never seen such. Look at that. Look at that dust coming off the surface. Cut away nicely into that gap for another single. So 13 done. CDB 81 for 5. So Wani Naika will continue to bowl from the Colombo University end. Captured 2 wickets, conceding 12 runs in his first 2 overs. Nicely placed into the gap. So dealing with singles, that's the way to do it. Sweep shot. Front of square, just a single. Sonal Dinusha, a very promising cricketer, loves to play that sweep shot. Gets plenty of runs with it. Well, I'll tell you that they'll struggle. They struggle to get this 95 runs. Definitely CDB. Played up Ashley. Just a single though. Just 11 more runs needed now. I like to see some change in the field. Bring one of the fielders into the 30-yard circle. Swept nicely again. So both batters playing that sweep shot. Probably the ideal way to cover those angles, cover those lines of the bowler, getting that sweep shot. Because you cannot play straight on this surface. Definitely you cannot. Dot ball. Good over, just 4 runs of it. 14 done. CDB 85 for 5. So Tarinder Nirmal into the attack. Bowled just a solitary over in the power play, gave 3 runs. But he played a very, very good hand with the bat, scoring 48 runs. Bringing his team into 94 runs because every other batter struggled on this surface. Brilliant, brilliant sweep shot. He loves the sweep shot very much, Sonal Dinusha. Well, just 9 runs needed. Now it's down to single figures for CDB to win their second game. And lost the first game to Melbourne. It was a very close contest after scoring 206 runs. They couldn't defend it at the MCA grounds. It was an outstanding performance by Melbourne. Short cut away into the gap. Couple of runs. That is good running. Very, very good running. Again short. Into the gap, just another single. So CDB will play second in the table and they will meet Fairfirst in the semi-final. Fairfirst placed third. They will drop down to third because CDB will climb up the ladder to the second position in the points table. Just one hit away. We'll wait and see. Probably, yes, it's runs given off the bat. So 5 needed for CDB. There's one hit away. Can Lasith Abhiratna finish it in grand style? Dot ball. End of the 15th over. CDB 90 for 5.
So just 5 runs are needed. Sonal Dinusha and Lasith Abhiratna inching their way towards a victory here. Lakshan Silva is going to bowl his third over. He's gone for 15. Can they finish it off? One shot away, but we haven't seen a lot of sixers in this game. Run scoring has been very difficult. The wicket hasn't been, we could call it not a T20 wicket, definitely not. Swinging at that one. Just a single. It's been a surface that has been difficult for batting. It has gripped, it has turned, there has been a lot of uneven bounce. CDB will go through to the semi-finals along with Maliban Fairfirst and Hales. They'll battle it out in a week's time in the semi-finals of this T20 tournament. Lasith Abhiratna going down the ground. Just a single though. Looking for the second, was sent back. So yes, they'll battle it out in the semi-finals of this MCA Premier T20 tournament. The 4 best teams are, of course, Hales, CDB, Maliban and Fairfirst. It's going to be interesting to see. The games will be played on the 21st at MCA and here at Bloomfield. Pick up one more. Looking to play it away on the onside, looking for the reverse sweep. Lasith Abhiratna doesn't get hold of it, just 2 runs away from a victory. Short delivery. That's into the gap. That will be it. That's 4 runs to finish the game off. So CDB crossing over the line. Hard fought. David Piris fought hard to try and defend it. Just didn't have runs on the board. Probably another 15-20 runs they could have got. Unfortunately, they couldn't, and they've lost all 3 games in this tournament. David Pieris playing in the Tier A T20 after winning the C division. But end of the day, it was a good game. It was a low-scoring affair. The bowlers had a field day, but a couple of outstanding knocks by Nirmal in particular. Abhiratna unbeaten on 28, and Ratnayaka getting 20 odd has also helped the cause. We'll take a look at the team cards. 97 for 5 at the end. With Lasita Beratna on 28 and Sonal Dinusha, the skipper, on 10. Hard-fought win, and CDB will go through. They've lost one game, remember, they won 2. But well done to David Pieris for competing hard against a top side like a CDB. CDB winning by 5 wickets. There you go. They lost the Lairudara early for 1. Siobhan Daniel was out for 10. Avishka Fernando without scoring. Pawan Ratnayaka 26. And Tarindu Ratnayaka for 9. But Lasita Beratna unbeaten for 28. And Sonal Dinusha on 10. So things through at the end. 13 extras there. But they still had a lot of power in Wellalage and Madhushankar to come. Ganil 2 for 16. Bowled well. At the top is 3 overs. Tarindu Nirmal 2 overs for 8. Lakshan De Silva went for 22. Akila Elabodage did outstanding job, 1 for 18. Nilma Ratnaka's 1 over went for 9. And Asita Wandinaika picked up 2 for 16 of his 3 overs. Siobhan Daniel and Lairudara came out to bat. Daniel started off well, picking up a couple of boundaries. And Lairu Davala was out looking for that pull shot, caught. And Daniel went big. Until he was dismissed. Caught at mid-on. Avishka Fernando streaky start. The ball was just turning, gripping. Avishka Fernando looking to force the pace. Bottom of the bat was out, caught as well. Then we had the Pawan Ratnayaka joining Lasita Beratna. And these two put up a very good partnership. Context of the game, the runs were important. Few streaky shots, but a few good shots by Pawan Ratnayaka, as always in between. Using his feet against the spinners, picking up a boundary. Sweep as well. He was looking good to try and finish off things. Then got a bottom edge or inside edge onto his stumps of Wandinaika. He was out. Tarindu Ratnayaka went in, played a couple of good reverse sweeps and picked up 2 boundaries in his first 2 deliveries. And Lasita Beratna played his normal game, his usual game. Played some very good shots and ensuring they got home at the end with the Sonal Dinusha. (94) all out David Piris, as you see. Tarindu Nirmal outstanding with his 48. 3 wickets to Wellalage. Madhushankar and Naisith Vijayasundara picking up 2. CDB chasing down the target and winning by 5 wickets. Abhay Ratna unbeaten on 28. Pawan Ratnayaka got 26. And Ganile and Asita Wandinaika 2 wickets apiece. Akila Elabodage gave 1 wicket. CDB winning their game and going through to the semi-finals to be played on the 21st of this month. The 2 semi-finals, one at MCA, one at Bloomfield Grounds. And of course, we will be coming to you live on Sporty.lk with those semi-finals as well. Till then, it's a bye from us all.